Hey, End Time Watchman, I want to talk to you tonight on an article I found that Associated Press, Jessie Holland put it out. I have to give her the credit for the article that she wrote, or he, or whatever the heck it is. But in any event, it talks about the title of it is "The Brady Campaign Sues to Reinstate Firearms Ban in National Parks." Okay, all right. You all know how I feel, and how I live, and how I believe. Okay? Second Amendment says the right of people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. In other words, don't screw around with that amendment. Okay? And there's been tons and tons of laws, and Washington D.C., the handgun ban, and Chicago, and Obama's voted against everything there is to do with having a gun. I've already told you what his plans are and what he's going to do, but I think you'll find this important what I'm fixing to talk to you about. But I'm going to scan over the article, and I want you to hear what I'm saying. And I bumped the computer, so I'm sorry for that. It says, the Brady Campaign to Prevent Gun Violence sued the Bush administration Tuesday, and I'll stop right there. I'm not for the Bush administration. I'm not for the Obama administration. I'm not for the Clinton administration. I am for the Constitution to be upheld is what I'm for. Okay, Declaration of Independence, Constitution. I'm for it, and I'm for the Bible. Anything else, I ain't for it. That's just me. Okay, but having said that, he said that Tuesday they sued him in hopes of stopping a new policy that would allow people to carry concealed, loaded guns in most national parks and wildlife refuges. Okay. Well, I'm going to stop right there. Let me take my pen and then put a mark where I stop reading. And I'm keeping the paper hid because I don't want you to see where I live, and it's a local paper that this was put in. Okay. And the reason I don't want you to know where I live, some of you would be fine, and some of you probably already know where I live that are trustworthy, but others, I'd hate for you to come and there would be some violence put against me, and I'd have to put you in the grave for your time, see? But having said that, let me draw up a stake right there for just a minute, and let me say this. Okay. I understand that they want you to have a permit to carry concealed. I have the permit. Okay? I've never committed a felony. The worst I've ever done is have a speeding ticket. Okay? But at the same time, listen to me. Listen to me real close. This is just another effort by the Brady Campaign and all these other anti-gun people. Okay? And what's amazing to me, if you'll listen to me for a moment, the very high-profile people that don't want me and you to have a gun have got bodyguards with guns. What? If that ain't a friggin' hypocrite, you tell me what is. If that's not a hypocrite, they don't want you to have a gun. They don't want you to put off exhaust out of your vehicle, but they want to ride around in their Lear jets that pollutes the skies, okay, way worse than any vehicle, any diesel vehicle or whatever. Or they've got bodyguards that tote weapons because they think that the bodyguards they've got have a lot more sense than us, and they're just there to protect them because they're elitist and they matter and we don't. And their gene pool is sufficient enough to repopulate the earth after it's down to 500 million, and that me and you are just a bunch of trolls and a bunch of idiots that don't need to be repopulated on this earth. That's basically fact to the business of what they believe. But having said that, let me move on. Okay, there's a last-minute gift being given to the gun lobby allowing concealed semi-automatic weapons. Notice, Martin, if you watch this video, listen. Semi-automatic weapons, okay? Okay, in other words, they want to get you down to a bolt-action pistol that holds one bullet, and that's it, okay? Maybe a little .22 that's a single shot is what they want you. Because anything that holds, by gosh, look at there, Brady Campaign. Look at there, liberal. Look at there, you gun banners. That holds 20 and it's legal. Anyway, thought I'd throw that out there. But anything that holds over one bullet, they consider a semi-automatic assault weapon. Okay? Remember to finish reading the article. Bear with me. It's going to probably be a two-part series. So I see I'm already at 5 minutes. Anyway, an Interior Department spokeswoman refused to comment on the lawsuit, saying the department does not discuss pending litigation. Okay? The Brady Campaign sued the Interior Department and its secretary, Kemp Thorne, as well as leaders of the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, National Park Service, and U.S. District Court. They want a federal judge. To issue a immediate injunction stopping the elimination of a 25-year-old federal rule that severely restricts loaded guns in national parks. Okay. Like I said, you don't gotta watch me, you don't gotta listen. I don't give a rat's behind if the sun don't come up tomorrow. I got enough flashlights that I can see where I'm going. That's just me, okay? If you don't like it, then get away. Bye. See you, wouldn't want to be. Because I'm fixing to tell it like it is right now. Okay. They're suing, and they want, watch this. Here's what the article says. They want a federal judge to issue immediate injunction stopping the elimination of a ban. Okay. In other words, the one of the only few good things this administration has done is allowing people to go back into national parks with a loaded concealed weapon. Now, there has been attack after attack after attack by wild animals and the such on people. And you know what? Thank goodness for bear spray, but by God, let me stand up a minute. If the old boy would have been toting, if the old boy, instead of bear spray, would have been toting that, that's right. If he'd have been toting that 50 cal right there, and about 2 shots, he'd have put the brakes on that friggin' bear. He wouldn't have been chewed up, and he wouldn't still be missing. Okay? Do you understand what I'm saying? See, I'm all for hiking, I'm all for going in the woods, I'm all for all that, but my tail ain't going up without something that I can defend myself with. Whether it's an enemy of wildlife, or whether it's a person that is domestically ignorant. If you recall, and I don't have the article in front of me, but years back, or a year or two ago, there was a man, excuse me, I'm about to sneeze here, I hope I don't. There was a man that in the parks he was raping and killing folks. Now, the persons that died, if they would have had the 50 AE, one shot would have killed him, flipped him, and put him in the grave without even digging the hole. You understand what I'm saying? So having said that, what they're looking for is a judge that is liberal and is an idiot that will say, yes, I'm against all guns. Yes, I'm wearing a black robe. That makes me God, and I'm going to put a law that says you better not tote a gun. You see? But you know what I say to the judge that says that the Constitution and the Bible don't matter? Here's what I say in South Georgia slang. Screw you, because we're going to go by what we believe is right. You see? Now, am I starting violence? Am I being violent? No. What I am doing is I'm standing up for what's right. And I'm sorry that it pisses some of you off to stand up for what's right. And I'm sorry that you're a spineless wimp that don't have a backbone. But I do, see? Part 2 coming up on the Brady is suing to try to find a liberal stinking judge to come against the Second Amendment. I'll be back.